Classic Radio, the voice of love, quality and class, streaming live around the globe. ClassicRadioTT.com. Our studio number 242-3830. Our WhatsApp number 368-7006. JRS Equipment Rental and Towing, rental of forklifts, dump trucks, flatbed trucks, tow trucks, backhoes, excavators and trailers. Auger piling services also available. Suppliers of aggregate and topsoil. JRS Equipment Rental and Towing. Telephone number 476-3244. Ramdass Sales and Services Limited, transport contractors. We are next to your kitchen, located 19 Bassie Street, Spring Village in Valsayn. For more info, call 663-4078, 663 gas 242-1746. WhatsApp number 313 gas. Authorized distributors of NP LPG gas, 20 and 100 pound cylinders and gas tankers. Steve and Associates Limited, putting your comfort first. Free visits and consultancy. Located off Church Hill, Roosevelt Highway, number 60, Bassie Street, Spring Village, Valsayn. Telephone or fax 662-1637, 663-8103. Quick response. Quotations absolutely free. Professional, competent, trusted and professional. Steve and Associates Limited. Ram Trans Company Limited, 20 and 40 feet container trailers, flatbed trailers. Office number 663-4427, 663-4078, 242-1746. Ram Trans Company Limited, 20 and 40 feet container trailers. For show lights, smoke machines and special effects, call Swanky Lights. Call Raju at Swanky Lights 358-9305. Effects with a difference, Swanky Lights.
Hello?
Hey, I keep hearing about this Real Talk place, but I have no clue where it is and what they do.
Well, it's a good thing you asked me, Let me tell you more about it. Real Talk Group of Companies comprises of Real Talk with Side Alley, live on Synergy TV from 7 to 8 p.m., as well as Real Talk Security and Intelligence and Real Talk Equipment Rentals. Side Ali is the managing director of the Real Talk Group and he is also a licensed moneylender.
Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.
राधारमण हरि बोल जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल।
जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि
बोल बोल बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
हरि बोल। हरि बोल। हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
ओ राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल।
ओ राधा
हरि बोल
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 हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल बोल बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल बोल बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल बोल बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल बोल बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
ओ राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल बोल बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल बोल बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल बोल बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
ओ राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
ओ राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
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 हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि 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 बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल बोल 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 बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
ओ राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंद 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 हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि
केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरवरधारी
वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी
वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरवरधारी
वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी
नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी
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 हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
आओ रे गाओ रे गोकुल के प्यारे
आओ रे गाओ रे गोकुल के प्यारे
आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे
आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे
आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे
आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे
गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे
गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरवरधारी
वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी
नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी
नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी
आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे
आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे
आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे
आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा
रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
1 2
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
Sitaram, everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming this morning and joining with us and the family and being part of this wonderful, beautiful send-off of our beloved sister, Sister Kamla Ramdass, better known as, we all know her as Shuggy. We'd like those of you who did not have a look at her, if you wish, you can gently come up here and have a look and then take your seat as the program is about to begin, that send-off program, that divine love program. And we would like to let everything run smooth because everything is working with time this morning, and we have to work with that time that was given. So while Panditji is prepping to start the official ceremony, we'll have a couple kirtan that is going to be sung to energize the place with that positive divine energy. So I'll ask the group to start with the opening prayer and then some chanting, and then Pandit will indicate to us when he's ready to start, and then we will proceed. And while this is being done, whoever wished to come again, as I said, to view the body, it is quite okay. You can come up and gently have a look and then return to your seat. Sitaram.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastramam Jesarajam Brahmanam Brahmanasbatana Srinvannot Visirasaranam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajibirvajinevati Dinama Vitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswate Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Vinayaka 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 Vishwadhara Vinayaka Vishwadhara Vinayaka सिद्धिविनायक अविनाश सुरमुनिवन्दित श्री गणेश सुरमुनिवन्दित साई गणेश विश्वाधार विनायक विश्वाधार विनायक 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 त्रिपुर सुंदरी माँ अम्बदया सागरी माँ 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 सुंदर वदनी माँ अम्ब सुगण मनोहरी 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 माँ जय जग जननी माँ अम्ब जगदोदारिणी माँ जय जग जननी माँ अम्ब जगदोदारिणी माँ जय जग जननी माँ अम्ब जगदोदारिणी माँ पर्ति निवासिनी माँ अम्ब पाप विमोचनी माँ भूत पर्ति निवासिनी माँ अम्ब पाप विमोचनी माँ त्रिपुर सुंदरी माँ अम्बदया सागरी माँ त्रिपुर सुंदरी माँ अम्बदया सागरी माँ सुंदर वदनी माँ अम्ब सुगण मनोहरी माँ सुंदर वदनी माँ अम्ब सुगण मनोहरी माँ जय जग जननी माँ अम्ब जगदोदारिणी माँ जय जग जननी माँ अम्ब जगदोदारिणी माँ पर्ति निवासिनी माँ अम्ब पाप विमोचनी माँ भूत पर्ति निवासिनी माँ अम्ब पाप विमोचनी माँ त्रिपुर सुंदरी माँ अम्बदया सागरी माँ
Principal of Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Let's all please stand as we begin our ceremony, our service, Antishti Samskar, our invocation to the divine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yam Brahma Varanindra Ruddha Maruta Stunvanti Varistavara Veda Sangapada Kramopanishadaram Gayanti Samagam Dhyanavastata Tarakate Namadasa Pashyanti Yogino Yashantang Naviru Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namam Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai. Offer your flowers. Sit everybody please. Yeah, right by the head. Take this, 2 hands like this. Stand by the head. Touch hands, everybody. So at this time, as we begin our ceremony, this is called the Anteshti Samskar. Ante means final. So the final rites are going to be performed at this time. So in the end, what we're going to do here is to make a sankalp. Rishi, together with his dad and the entire family, they are making this promise that they are going to continue this Anteshti Samskar, this Shad Karma, from the beginning right on to the end. All of this is going to be done Shadhase. You have to believe in what we are doing. Good? So Rishi, I wanted to say a little prayer. Om Krishnaya Namah. Hare Om. Vishnu Om Namah Paramatmane. Shri Puran Purushottamaya. Atasya Brahmane Dvitiya Prate. Shri Sveta Varaha Kalpe. Vaivasvat Manavantare. Ashtavinsati Me. Yoge Kali Yoge. Pratam Charana Jambudipe Bharakhande. Arevatadargata Brahmavishtakdase Mahasvasani. Anandabane Vimukto Varansi Chetakauri Mukheti Kanaka Vidajite. Padyavatara Batamanitana Samvatsaram. Om Amukayane Mukamasa Mukapakshe. Amukatita Mukavashre. Amukanachate. Amuka Yoga Mukakaranan. Cha Amuka Rashi Sthite Surya. Amuka Rashi Sthite Shashanke. Shesheshu. Graheshu. Yatha Yatha Rashi. Sthanishteshu. Amukanam Jajmanasya. Okay. 5 of you say your names. Rishi, your name. Amukanam Jajmanasya. Amuka Gotasya. Amuka Pretasya. Rishi, say your mom's right name. Correct name. Amuka Pretasya. Anteshti Karma Aham Karikshaha. Preta Sargati Bhava. Asargati Bhava. Sargati Prabdharta. Offer it. Right. By the head. Good, right? The doors. Yes, put the black tail on the right? So having made this sankalp that we're going to perform this very sacred ceremony, which is the Anteshti Samskar, we are now going to, you see, there are different times a person will die. And according to our scriptures, there are no good times or bad times. Every time that is created by the Lord is good. But you see, there are some occasions, like the Panchak, for example, when Panchak occurs, there's a 5 days, which is not good for auspicious things. So we have to Shanti, do Panchak Shanti, so that in the end, if this is not done, then other family members will perish, and we don't want this to happen. So at this time, we're going to bless the $5 representing 5 individuals who will be cremated together with this body. Harihi Om Basopavittamasi Shatadharam Basopavittamasi Shahastadharam Devasta Sivda Punato Vasaha Om Pavitena Shatadharena Supvakama Dukshaham Basubhya Namaha Pretavahai Namam. First doll? No, one at a time. Om Varnano Sutam Bhanamam Bhanamase Varanasya Skamba Sarjaniso Varanasya Rita Sadaniyase Varanasya Rita Sadanamase Varanasya Rita Sadamaseda Om Varunaya Namam Preta Sakhaya Namaha. Second one. Third one. Om Utano Hirbundhyaha Shinutvaja Ekapata Brtve Samuddhahang Om Vishwadeva Rita Vidya Uanastuta Mantaha Kavishastu Anvantu Om Ajakapaya Namam Pretaya Namam. Third one. Fourth. Harihi Om Shivanamase Swadhe Tiste Pita Namaste Astu Mamahe Gwang Sehing Nivaratayam Yushe Nadhyaya Prajanayam Rayas Poshaya Suprajastaya Suviryaya Ahira Bundhyaya Namah Preta Bhumipaya Namah. Fifth one. Harihi Om Pushang Tava Brate Vyanarishim Kadachana Stutarastha Om Ihamase Pushpe Nama Om Preta Harate Namaham Om Panchak Vidhan Aham Karikshaham. Okay, we should take up one of the doll. The first one, remember which is the first one? Right, put it above the head. Just rest it below, right here. Good. Second one, under the right arm. Krishna, Krishna, Kripalotram. Right arm. Gatona, Gatir Bhava. Yeah. Closer to the arm. Right. Onto the left arm, next one. Om Krishnaya Namaha Govindaya Namaha Om Shri. Right. Panchak Vidhanaham Karikshaham. Next one, on the navel. On the navel. Om ite Shri Panchak Vidhanaham Karishyaham. Next one between the legs. Om Govindaya Namo Namam Krishnaya Namam Om Panchak Vidhan Panchak Shanti Aham Karikshyah Preta Sargati Bhava Asargati Bhava Sargati Praptartha Krishnaya Namaham. Good. Having performed the Panchak Vidhan, which is essential, very important, so that everything will fall in place and everything will be according to what we wish for. Acha, so now we will offer the puja bidhi. Okay, first take water. Stanam, the bathing ceremony. Om, sprinkle on the body. Right, 5 times. Om Adamukha Gotasya Mukha Pretasya Om Ite Shrim Shavanamit Snanartham Pratigrehitam. Chanda. Make a Om Shri Chandanang Mayadhyate Topatishtatam. Right, 52S. Preta Sargati Bhava Asargati Vinasharta Sargati Praptartaha. Om Chandanang Mayadhyate Topatishtatam Shavanimit. Right, below them. Shavanimit Om. Right, put $45 in. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalotam Gatinang Gatirbhava Sanasarvatnanang Prasiddha Purushottamam. Om Iti Shri Panchakvidhan Prita Sargati Aham Karikshaham. Perfect. Right. A bottle of perfume. Om Ataha Medyate Taupatishtatam. Om Shavanimit. Om Shavanimit. Ataha Medyate Taupatishtatam. Om Govinda Govinda Hare Murari. Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishnam. Govinda Govinda Rathangapani. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Om Krishnaya Namaha. You see, this ceremony is, if you use a word simply as puja, you have puja is twofold. When we sit at a bedi, puja of the devatas, puja of the gods. And that is what is done while we are alive. Yeah, fix it nicely. Om Adyamukha Gotasya Senimrish Se Mamsim Amukha Pretasya Pushpam Te Medyate Topatishtatam. Govardhaya Namo Namaha Shivishwe Namaha. All of it. All of it. Yeah, all of it. So as I was telling you, there are two types of puja. The one we do on the bedi, which is the puja of the gods, like Hanuman and all of them. But this, what we are doing here, is different. This is, for the benefit of the body. No puja mantras are recited when this is done. Observe, I said, in the name of the soul, right? All of this is done. The flowers represent the love that, the family, they all possessed, and they still possess for this wonderful soul. It is to bid her farewell at this time. This is her final day in this world. After today, she will no longer be in this world. She has given up, what is called the soul. So she has maintained the body, because the body has to be sent into the fire, or even sometimes in the cremation, in the burial. Everybody? Shava Nimit, you see. So all of these flowers are offered for the Shava. Shava Nimit means for the body of the person who once lived. So Shava Nimit Pushpam Te Mayadhyate Taupatishtatam. Shava Nimit Pushpamala Mayadhyate Taupatishtatam. So all of this is done for the body which has been, and of course now will be removed in a short while. Siyavara Ramachandra ki Jai. When a mala is offered in Shraddha Karma, I'm sure you always heard the song Toot Gay Hey Mala. It is the string that is broken. The relationship has been broken. So the broken mala represents a relationship that has been broken, a relationship that has come to an end. But there's one thing that will never come to an end, is the love of the family for this wonderful lady. That will not come to an end. It will always be ever present in their hearts. So having paid the beautiful offerings of malas, Ab kya hoga? What shall we do now? We'll have the arati. So let's all please stand as we wave this sacred light, that as she journeys to the high region, her path will be enlightened, and of course she will be able to see even in the darkest moments. That's Hare Om Anandini Dhano Dev. So, no, wrong side. Let me do it right side. Clockwise. Sorry about it. Wrist right. Hare Om Yam Dware Mahaghare Indanatam Sabrata Tattavanata Lokadi Potang Upatishtatam Om Krishna Krishna Kripalutam Gatinang Gatir Bhava Sansara Vajnanang Prasiddha Purushottamam. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Principal Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. Om Govinda Govinda Hare Murari Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishnam Govinda Govinda Ratanga Pani Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So we continue chanting as we make the offerings.
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण 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 श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण भजमन नारायण नारायण भजमन नारायण 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 भजमन नारायण 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 भजमन नारायण 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 लक्ष्मी नारायण 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 लक्ष्मी नारायण 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 लक्ष्मी नारायण 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 लक्ष्मी नारायण 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 सूर्य नारायण 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 सूर्य नारायण 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 सूर्य नारायण 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 सूर्य नारायण 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 भजमन नारायण 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 भजमन नारायण 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 श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण श्रीमन्नारायण Kindly take your seats. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Harana Bhava Bhaya Dharunam Navakanja Lochana Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Para Jarunam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Kandarapa Agalita Chavina Nila Nirara Sundaram Patapita Manautarita Ruchi Suchi Naomi Janaka Sutavaram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Bhaju Dina Bandhu Dinesha Dana Daitya Vanshani Kandanam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Kosha Chanda Ratanandanam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Sira Mukuta Kundal Tilaka Charu Udharu Anga Vibhushanam Ajanu Bhuja Shara Chapadar Sangrama Chitakara Nam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Iti Varita Tulasi Asa Shankar Shesha Muni Manaranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanjani Vasa Kuru Kamadi Kaladala Ganjanam Shri Ram Shri Sri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram
Sri Ram Stuti, beautiful verses. All of this is for the repose of the soul of a wonderful person. So having offered the flowers offering, all of this, now we will offer the pinda. An occasion like this, for the panchak is $5, but also in every cremation, in every funeral, 5 pindas are offered, and these are the 5 balls, as we call them. The first one is offered with the tail, the kush, grass, the water, and the pinda. Om Adya Mukha Gota Mukha Preta. First say your name, mom's name. Amaka Preta Mriti Stane Shavanimit Eshate Pindamaya Diete Taopatishtatam Om Pratam Pinda May Diete Taopatishtatam Teltayanchali May Diete Taopatishtatam Krishnae Namam Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So the first pinda is offered right here. You see, in this home, there was always puja, always satsang, always devotion. And being the guru of this family, being the pandit of the home, I have always been here to assist this family in performing these wonderful ceremonies. As a godfather, they had tremendous respect for me, Mike and Kamla. So, Mike, what will I say? That respect for your family and mine will continue. So now that pinda is offered in the right hand, which means to say no more offerings from Shugi in this life again. Her life has come to an end, her offerings have come to an end, but the family will continue to make the offerings. So first pinda for all the worship that has been done here, and the second pinda will be done Dwadapant as we shift the box to the side of the road. The next pinda will be offered there. So this is what is done at this time. Siyavara Ramachandra Ki Jai. Oh, Shiva, you're going to introduce who come? Yeah. So at this time, let me pass over to Shiva. As you know, there are a few people who would like to give their blessing. Shiva, over to you. You carry it from and I'll take over after.
Sitaram, everyone. And I want to thank you again for being so patient and listening to Pandit and all the rituals that has been done and how it was explained and why it is done. And we appreciate that so much, Panditji. So I would like to now, we have a few speakers who would like to bring a love message of their experience with our beloved Sister Shugi, or Sister Kamlawatie Ramdass. And I would like to now invite first in front of the mic here, her daughter-in-law, Diane Ramdass. She's going to now deliver a few words of love, directing it to her mother-in-law or her mother, and to all of us in these words of inspiration. So I'd like to now invite Diane up to the microphone. Sitaram.
Sitaram, friends and family. My name is Diana Ramdass, and today I want to share some words about my beloved mother-in-law, Kamlawatie Ramdass, better known to most of you as Shugi. She was sweet, generous, kind, and loving. I have known her for more than half my life, and she was always a hard-working, dedicated mother and wife. In my school days, she gave me a religious book of mantras and guided me in prayer for my exams. She fully supported and encouraged me to continue my education. She was proud of me and boasted of her daughter. Often, she got annoyed if someone used the word daughter-in-law in reference to me. She would correct them and gently say, daughter. She taught Rishi and I the importance of praying together, learning Baba's teachings, and following his footsteps. She successfully created our spiritual path at a very young age and rooted Rishi and I with strong spiritual values we now pass on to our 3 children. In her vibrant days, she also, in her vibrant days, she always ensured meals 3 times a day for her family. She cooked and shared to everyone. I have been married almost 17 years to her one and only loving son. And during those years, and prior to that, she dressed me like a doll and pampered me with only the best. Every Diwali, she would shop for my outfit and have Auntie Chano amend it on point. At work, I always looked the sharpest. My fondest memory. Whenever I put the slightest color on my hair, she will give me thunder until I surrendered to her and dyed it black once more. After giving birth to my first child, all the attention multiplied and was transferred to a sweet baby, Abisha. She was the new doll. Overjoyed with love and affection for her family, once small and now big, she dedicated her life to do anything she could to pamper and spoil her grandchildren. She taught them mantras and bhajans. Abisha, Rishan, and Rashad were her precious gems. Anywhere you saw Dad, there was Mom at his side, a devoted wife indeed. She made sure her Mikes had all his delicious meals prepared. Dad, in return, devoted the past 6 years of his life willingly and unselfishly nursing back Mom to good health. She was proud of her son Rishi for his dedication of being a father and good husband. She was proud of me for being the mother and wife that I am. She was proud of her grandkids for just being happy, loving, funny, and joyful. Most importantly, we were very proud of her bravery, her strength, and her faith. I want to tell Mom today that I loved every moment of being her daughter. Mom, we will continue the values you have embedded into our hearts and continue to devote our lives to the Lord. It is the most cherished gift that you had taught us. We will always love you. Sit down.
Thank you very much, Diane, for those wonderful words and reminding yourselves of that beauty, that internal beauty and the external beauty of your mother-in-law or mother. And Diane is always right, because Shuggy always says, really, that Diane is her daughter. So thank you again. Our next speaker is no stranger. He wears a lot of hats in this family. He is her father-in-law. He is the grandfather in this family. He is the father in this family. He is the great-grandfather in this family. And out of all the elders, we only have two more remaining, which is Mr. Kamlawatie Ramdass, and we have here his sister, Auntie Cynthia. She is also the last two in the older heads. So I would like to invite Mr. Kamlawatie Ramdass to bring words of comfort on this occasion. Sitaram.
Sitaram, Sairam, Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum. Good morning to everyone. I wonder if I should really bring words of comfort. I don't think so. We are comforted by the life she lived. Just thinking about her, there's nothing to be grieved about. There's nothing to be sad about. There's everything to be happy about. I'm very happy with her. I was always been very happy with her. And a little story, a true story. I hope you don't find it out of place. But when she was a girl going to school, she would pass in front of the place where I lived. And I would see her, and that's about 40 years ago and so on. And there were no school buses at that time, so she'll walk to school and Endeavour to Chaguanas Lunch Park, she'll walk. And I'll be watering plants or in the garden or somewhere, and I'll see her and I'd look at this girl. And I was impressed. There were many children walking there and their behavior and so on, but I was very impressed in her manner of, deportment, how she conducted herself and how she carried about herself. And I sort of fell in love with her as a child, So much so I brought it to the attention of my wife. I said, there's a wonderful child, a very nice girl coming up, But I knew her uncle, Sadhu. I knew him, we went to the same temple. And I said, we have a relative in our family. She'll be a good suitor for him, And we kept that as a little secret. But after a few years, I heard she was going to be my brother's daughter-in-law. Michael had seen her before, and Michael said, I'm not going to let a good thing pass, boy. He had the same head like his uncle, right? And Michael took her. Michael, I congratulate you on your choice. You could have not made a better choice than that. She is a wonderful person. She's the best daughter-in-law one can expect. She is the best child one can expect, the best wife one can expect. She was no ordinary person. She's an angel from heaven that came on earth to make this world, earth, a most beautiful place. And she has done that well. So why should I grieve? I'm happy. I'm happy for her. I'm very, very happy for her. I'm very happy for you, Mike. She's freeing you up now to go and live your spiritual life. She knows you're a spiritual person. She has taught you many lessons and give you a book of guidance for you to follow, Mike. You understand? And she's prepared you now to come and meet her at the realm of the Lord. You see, Shugi is straight from the garden of God. He brought her down to make this world a beautiful place. And so the time has come. He has saw that she has lived her life. She has performed all the duties. She has fulfilled all her desires. And he said, look, I want that flower back in my garden. I have other duties for her. And this is what happened. She has not died. Nobody dies. Not even this body could die. This body is made up of the 5 elements. And today we'll send back the 5 elements to go where they rightly belong. So she has not died. And her memories will not die, right? And none of us die. And the soul does not die. The soul is a part of God. This body is part of God. This body is called Shakti, Mother Nature, and the soul is called Shiva. That's why they say Shivoham, Shivoham. We are Shiva, our body and soul. We are 100% God. We're not 40% God or 99%. We are 100% God, all of us. And Bhagwan Baba has told us, we are God. He is God. Just that we have forgotten that we are God. So be reminded today that we all are not only children of God, but we all are God. And so, devotees, I'd like to share a little poem with you. And it goes like this. God looked around his garden and found an empty place. He then looked down upon the earth and saw your tired face. He put his arms around you and lifted you to rest. God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best. He knew that you were suffering. He knew you were in pain. He knew that you would never get well on earth again. He knew that it's time for you to return and come back and renew yourself so that you don't undertake further duties. And so it is, all of us are flowers in the garden of God. All of us have a role to play to make this world a beautiful place. So let us follow the example of this great child of God, this beautiful, wonderful child, devoted child, loving child of God. And you know, I've had to, she calls me, she does RT for me, she considers me her guru too. Of course, her guru is here. But she shows me that respect. She's always a respectful girl, most respectful girl, not only to me, to all elders. She's and I'm sure there are many who could vouch that here today. So she has shown, you know, our scriptures tell us that every practicing Hindu should perform 5 yagyas every day. Otherwise, our day is not complete unless we perform those 5 yagyas. And she has shown me how it's easy to be done. Of course, I know it's easy, but she has demonstrated it. You know, we're supposed to perform Manusha Yagya every day. What she does, she cooks for her family, she prepares meals for them, and she has an extended family, the workers in the yard and those who will pass by. So she cook extra food, and she shared the food with them. Manusha Yagya. She always smile with them, talk to them nice, and be kind to them. She does Bhut Yagya, which is, notice her yard full of beautiful flowers. Of course, she has given away some and relocated some elsewhere and so on. But everywhere you watch, you could see, even though there are so many trucks and cars and so on in the yard, there are so many beautiful trees and plants. She looks after Mother Nature. She herself is a flower. She herself belongs to nature. She recognizes that. And she looks after these plants. So see to it that they're well looked after. And she has pets. She ensures that they're fed and well treated and clean and they're proper. So she does Bhut Yagya every day. She does Rishi Yagya every day. Daily, if she's not going to offer jal or doing havan inside or arti and so on, she ensures everything is prepared for Michael and Rishi, all of them, to do their offerings and mornings. So she's doing her Rishi Yagya, right? And so she does, on occasion, a Deva Yagya. as we all know, this yard has hosted a few yagyas and many satsangs in this home we have had in this home. And she herself, when she's not doing it at home, she is an active member in the village temple. She's an active devotee of her Guruji, and wherever Guruji is having prayers, so long as Shugi is well, she attends those prayers. And also she's a regular member of our Lanch Parks Eye Center. And for many years, we didn't have to worry about getting malas at the altar. She will ensure that she gets the best flowers, chosen flowers, sweet-smelling flowers, and come and offer them at the altar. So maybe one would say she didn't do too much of, preaching and other things. She was a householder and living. But she and Michael, they will ensure that they sponsor so many yagyas, not only for the people of Trinidad and Tobago to hear, but the people of the entire world to be here. So she did her Deva Yagya. While she herself was not preaching, she facilitated the preaching and the sharing of religious knowledge. So the 5 yagyas she was doing. Devotees, and they can all be done in about 10 or 15 minutes. So we all should remember these things, and it's just the feeling. And it's good to know we have 5 things to do. It facilitates our thoughts being on God, and so we'll always remember God, and we will be working our way back to God. We'll enjoy the day, we'll have a pleasant feeling, a nice feeling, we'll have happiness and joy in our life, and so on. So, daughter, I'm very happy for you. You have done a wonderful job. You have been a true example of our Divine Mother. You have been a true Shakti on earth. We didn't quite see it, we didn't quite understand it while it's happening. I'm sure Mike will realize it more and more. And she was not the one to preach a lot, but a couple days before she passed, she put I and Mike and my wife together, and we were there visiting with her, and she preached for us. And she told us things we should be doing and otherwise. So thank you, daughter. She's a daughter, a wonderful daughter. She's been a most beautiful wife, Mike. You're very lucky. Wish you had a great mother, and so you, grandchildren, all the grandchildren, and the neighbors. I'm sure the neighbors would have so many good things about her. So, Shugi, we will meet again, and we'll know each other. Just like I knew you then, and you knew me back then. When we see again, I'm sure we'll meet each other. Let's hope I work myself to where you are, straight with the Father, the Divine Lord. So, devotees, this morning, I wish my love to her. I know she's around. She's in the astral body and the causal body now. She's everywhere in the world. She would never die, and whether she's in heaven or whether she's she's with the Lord, I know she will hear. She will hear. And thank you. I know you wish all of us here well, and I know you will continue to send your love and your blessings to all of us. So, until we meet again in person, Sairam, Sitaram, and may God bless all of us this morning.
Thank you again, Mr. Valsayn Ramdass, the head of our family at this time. I would like to now recognize in our presence our Member of Parliament, Mr. Rajnath Inder Singh, and I would like if he can come up and say a few words of condolences.
Sitaraman, thank you very much. Pandit Devdutt Vyas and his 2 sons, and this morning I take the opportunity to extend my deepest condolences to Mr. Michael Ramdass and his immediate and extended family. More than 15 years ago, I would have met Mrs. Kamlawatie Ramdass and her husband through a mutual friend of the family, Mr. Rudy Sukai and Nishta Sukai. We were at a particular place, and I can recollect very clearly. My children were very young, about 5 or 6 years, I'm trying to recollect. And both of them, for the first time, embraced my 2 very little daughters as if they were their own. And that stuck with me. And this morning I've come to pay tribute to a late wife, mother, grandmother, and what she would have meant to each and every one of you in the context of the immediate and extended family and this community of Spring Village and environs. She has left her mark, she has left her legacy, and indeed we would have heard from her daughter, from the patriarch of this family, and based on what they have said, she has indeed fulfilled her sense of duty and has stood out as what we would all want of a Hindu woman in terms of her existence in life. Understanding her duty to family, understanding her duty to community, humanity, and by extension, Sanatana Dharma. And I can attest for a fact that she was rooted in Dharma, and wherever I met both of them, she always stood out with her sense of simplicity, a very genuine smile, a soothing smile, and someone who had always words of comfort and words of a good direction to extend. There is something that I must say publicly because it has bothered me a bit, because I knew for a fact that she loved her grandchildren dearly, and she loved to see a sense of comfort to them. And she asked me of one particular deed, and I really went and I tried, but the system did not allow for my pleadings, and that I must apologize because I was not able to get or realize what she wanted on behalf of one of her grandchildren. But that is the way sometimes life is. But based on the passion, the plea that she made, I understood her love and her comfort and what she wanted in terms of the best for her grandchildren. So this morning, as I pay my final tribute and my final respect to her, I pray that Lord Krishna will bless her soul immensely to continue its journey and to comfort members of the bereaved family, to come to terms with her passing, her legacy, her footprints that she has left, the morals and value system that she would have inculcated in each and every one of us will continue to exist because she pointed a direction with a sense of depth and a sense of understanding in terms of what she wanted in her loved ones. So as I said, I pray that Lord Krishna will bless her soul to continue its journey and comfort members of the bereaved family immensely. Siddharam, and thank you very much, Panditji.
Sitaram. So our next speaker who's going to bring love is no other than her first and most beautiful granddaughter. I call her Princess because from the day she was born, I held her in my arms and she looked like such an awesome princess. I always call her Princess, and she's our princess. And she's going to bring words of love to her grandmother, her loving grandmother. So I would now like to invite my dear Princess Abhisha Ramdass.
Sitaram everyone, I am Abhisha Ramdass, the first grandchild of Kamlawatie Ramdass and the only granddaughter which made me her princess. As her only granddaughter, I held a special place in her heart. But Mama's love knew no bounds, as she also cherished my two younger brothers, the two princes, just as deeply. Today, as we say goodbye to Mama, I am reminded of the times when Mama, together with Papa, would pick me up after school with my brother, Abhishek, and they would always carry us for Starbucks. Also, she was one of the best cooks I knew. All the food that she cooked was so good you could taste the love she puts into it. But her curry goat was the best. It was my favorite dish of hers. Whenever, whenever she cooked curry duck, she would always save some for me. I'm going to miss that. Each year for Diwali, she would take me to the Indian Expo, and together we would explore the expo. This is when her business skills shone brightly, as she expertly negotiated for the best prices. Yet Diwali was not just about looking good for her. It was a time for Mama to celebrate her faith, also instill us the importance of serving God with devotion and sincerity. For the last couple of weeks of Mama's life, I visited her often and would do whatever I could to make her more comfortable, so much that I dubbed myself a water girl, giving her sips of whatever she wanted to keep her hydrated. Mama was a kind, happy, and cheerful person. She was a devoted wife, and above all that, the best grandmother ever. As much as she loved her grandchildren, my dad meant the world to her. Mama was an amazing person, not just to her family, but to everyone. Mama, you're gone now, but you will never be forgotten. We'll miss you more than the words can express. But we find but we find comfort in knowing that you are now resting peacefully in the arms of Lord Sri Krishna. Your love will forever echo in our hearts, guiding us and inspiring us to be better visions of ourselves. Farewell, dear Mama, until we meet again. May you live on forever in our hearts and souls. Rest in eternal peace, my beloved Mama.
Thank you, Princess. And I know that took a lot out of you, being so close to your mama, and it being emotional for you. And I must let you know that it shows courage that you did the whole speech that you made without error. And thank you, such a brave child. So, brothers and sisters, I would like to now ask. Everyone here knows him, but I'd like to request, he doesn't like to speak a lot, but I think he will say something this morning. I would like to invite now my brother Michael, to say a few words on behalf of himself and of our dear sister, Shugi. Brother Michael.
Our big speech here, You have time, right? Stay ready. Stay ready. I was wrong side. Sitaram, Sairam, to each and every one, all our relatives, friends, well-wishers. As you well know, that my uncle and etc. had said most of it. I will just top it off with a little cream from when I know her. Today, we have come to celebrate the life of my beautiful wife, Kamlawatie Ramdass, my sugar, my world, my life, the mother of my son. I thank my wife for choosing me to be a life partner. I met her at her family's residence
in the month of June 1978 in Peru by Mommy. I asked for her hand in marriage, and in November of the same year, we both began our journey, life journeys. She gave birth to my only son, Rishi, our pride and joy. We worked hard together side by side for success for our little family. I am a successful businessman because of my wife. She was a great wife and a mother to my son. She was a beautiful, kind-hearted, caring, and generous person, rich in culture and strong in spirituality. We did everything together, shopping, traveling, driving, going to temples. Anywhere I went, she was on my side. She was my best friend, my life, wire in my life. I am so sad and heartbroken that she had left me and our family. I did everything in my power to save her and keep her with us. Diana and I, both with her when she passed. Diana and I were both there with her when she passed on, in our arms. We held her and embraced her as she closes her eyes. We were both happy to be there when she took her last breath. I want to thank everyone for their love, support when she became ill. My godfathers did a lot of parts. My uncle, Auntie Jen, and my Auntie Chano, Bauji, you know, they all came to my assistance to help me. They didn't come to help Shuggy really. And today, I give the final farewell to her. Also a special thanks to her brothers and their family, Jai and Chit, who were here just recently, 2 weeks ago, to visit her while she was alive. I thank you all once more for all your support that you showed to us and this family for traveling all the way from Canada. Thank you all, and Sitaram.
Thanks again, Brother Michael, for that wonderful love from your heart and reminding yourself how it all started. So we will be moving on with our program shortly, with Pandit coming up and finishing the final rites that is to be done at home, and then the other rites that will be done at the cremation site. I also want to just say 2 words on behalf of myself and my family. As my dad said, I have known Shugi around the same 40 years time period too. And she is not only a sister-in-law, but she's like a sister. And both herself and my wife, who is passed on also, they had so much in common. They went to the same primary school. They sold vegetables. They went to the same secondary school, which is Lakshmi Gills. And they had the same type of taste in clothes and everything. And they both married to a Ramdass. And we call them the sisters. And wherever we are in the world, Shugi will make it a business to come visit us 3 or 4 times a year when we were living abroad. And she will make it a business. And I know she tag along, bringing on Michael with her. And even before she come, and if my children have to do anything, she will come right here, she said, and Panditji will come and he will do all the different prayers and puja. All because Shugi was that type of person. She was a kind, loving, family-oriented person. And down to her last days, even when my little nephew was here, Duri, and he just said he was hungry, she insisted that Mommy go and get that roti. And Mommy said she will go and get the flour from the kitchen. Such is a love. Even though she's not well and she's not moving fast, Her mind is thinking about everything to make everyone happy. And that is the essence of my sister Shugi. Love for family. She loved her son so much. She loved Michael so much. She loved Abisha. She loved Diane. And all her grandchildren, even Abhishek here, he is the next love of her, right? And then she have the Risha, yeah, another lover. He's a mover. He moves like lightning, but he is also a loving child. So we want to thank Shugi for giving us the opportunity to even be in close proximity with her. And we love you, Shugi, on behalf of the whole Ramdass family. And I will just like to say this on behalf of even Auntie Cynthia. She cannot come up here, but Auntie Cynthia, she brings her love for you. Sitaram.
Good morning, everyone. I work for Rishi and I work for Uncle Mike's. And the little time I work for them and Tans, she treat me like a son. She never show me no bad face on Rishi and Uncle Mike's. I will think of them. Tans treat me real like a son. Because when I think, she called me, she said, "You want something to eat?" I said, "No, Tans." She said, "You sure?" I said, "No, I don't eat." She said, "No, sure, come and eat something." But you know, Tans treat me like a son. And I will miss her. And she treat me like a son. Right? Uncle Mike, Rishi, thank you all very much.
So now bring back to Panditji, who will continue with the ceremony.
Principal Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. So we're working with time, right, Rishi? Good. So many thanks to everybody who said so many things. And at this time, all that is left is, there are so many nice things I want to say about Kamla, about Shugi, but time does not permit me. Being the godfather of this family, we as godparents, we had a tremendously beautiful relationship. And of course, Kamla's life was one in giving. She always believed in giving. And every trip she would make abroad, she would bring back things for her godmother. So many things I could say. The last puja I did him, I can remember the short pants and the shirt. I now started to wear it. Principal Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. So let me call upon Vishesh to do the closing for us. Let us all stand as we do the closing.
Let's all bow our heads, clasp our hands, as this morning all that we have done it in the name of Bhagwan Krishna. For that departed soul who has left this world, this mortal plane, but whose journey has now begun to that spiritual realm, we place her hands in the lotus-like feet of Bhagwan as we pray, Bhagwan. Itna tu karana Swami jaba prana tavase nikale. O Lord, grant me this much when my soul is departing. Govinda naam lekar jaba prana tan se nikale. May that name of yours, Govind, always be with me. At this moment when life will leave this body and I will depart this world, giving up everything of this world to be no more. And so this morning, as we dedicate this prayer, we ask Bhagwan Krishna, O Lord, as we dedicate this offering, may that blessing of yours forever be more upon the soul of our dear beloved mother, sister, friend, so many different relations she would have had with each and every one of us. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. गोविंद मेरी यह प्रार्थना है, गोपाल मेरी यह प्रार्थना है। श्रीनाथ बाबा यही दीनती है, गुरु न मैं नाम कभी तुम्हारो। गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, ये कुश ये यादव नासकेति। देहांत काले तुम सामने हो, बंसी बजाता मन को हुलाता। यही नाथ जाकर यही तुमको त्यागो, गोविंद मेरी यह प्रार्थना है। माता यशोदा तुमको भुलावा, आओ जनार्दन क्या के ले लो। वाणी तुम्हारी भक्त पुकारी, गुरु न मैं नामुक को लुहातो। गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, ये कुश ये यादव नासकेति। श्रीनाथ बाबा यही दीनती है, गुरु न मैं नामुक को नुलातो। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। गीता गंगा च गायत्री सीता सत्य सरस्वती, ब्रह्म विद्या ब्रह्म बली त्रिसंध्या मुक्ति गेहिनी। अर्थमाता चिदानंद भव अग्नि भयनाशिनी, वेदत्रय परानंत तत्वर्थ ज्ञान मंजरी। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। राम नाम। जय श्री राम. So at this time, please take your seats. All right. Those who will, I know we have a limited time available to us. So 5 minutes are allotted to those who would like to come and just put a flower and show your respects, and then so that we can move quickly. The immediate family, we'll take it from the front. We go around like this and we keep making a circle so that it will be done in a orderly manner. So let me invite the immediate family come first, and then anybody else after. A few minutes and then we shall leave for the grounds of the cremation site in Caring. Just rest it on the bus. Yeah.
Sitaram. So as Panditji said, take your time and reach up slowly and pay respects and thank you to our beloved sister. And while we are still on the thank you stage, I would like to have special thanks to the medical team, Dr. Mitra and Nurse Abby, Dr. Harry, Dr. Humphrey and his staff. Thank you very much for attending to our sister. To Auntie Chano and to Bouch, thank you very much for being here all the time, every day even when Shugi was ill or not ill, you're always here. To family and friends who assisted with the funeral and gave support all over the years. We want so many names to mention. We want to thank you. To our Ramgas and Ramtrans staff, thank you for bearing with us all these challenges and still being part of the company and working around everything. To Auntie Leela, Doll, and Auntie Deborah, thank you again. We want to say special thanks to Kaku. Kaku is Mr. Ramdass and the rest of the Ramdass family for your continuous support. So we'll now ask the Bhajan group to sing a chant while this is being done. Sitaram, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jai Girivardhari, Jai Girivardhari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari Om.
Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.